let's do a cozy weekend reading vlog. I was getting ready this morning when I thought to myself, what am I doing? I can't let the reading slump win. So I threw on some lip gloss. I made myself some coffee, Canadian coffee with some Canadian milk, by the way. I chose a chunky sweater between my other 50 chunky sweaters. I probably should declutter. But realistically, I only have a few more weeks I can wear them. And then I made a list of goals to accomplish. So number 1, I need to read a popular book that sounds fun. Number 2, I need to clean the library because, let's be real, look at this. This is so embarrassing. And I can also listen to an audiobook while I do that. Number 3, I need to do something else. Literally anything else, Emily. And number 4, the most important one, I need to try to keep myself and the cats alive. So I don't think this is an unrealistic list. I can do that. So let's start with number 1. Let's start by choosing one book that will hopefully help me get out of my comfort zone, my reading slump. What better way to do that than to read a romance book? I have seen this one going around. It's been getting some hype, and I'm not a huge romance reader, but I feel like they're the perfect, no thinking needed kind of books. They're just very readable, and again, I'm curious. I want to see what the hype is about. So this is the 7-year slip, and you're following a character who gets given this apartment in New York City. I believe her aunt passed away, and then she realizes that there's a man there that lives 7 years prior. So I'm assuming eventually, hopefully they'll connect. Hopefully I will enjoy the romance, and again, romance tend to be just easy to go through, and hopefully the fact that it's popular will help me get curious enough to finish that. Actually, I'll probably try the first chapter in a second just to see. And then I can just put into place my usual tips for reading slump. I did a whole video about it, so I'm gonna try it on myself because again, we cannot let the reading slump win. So let's get to work. I read the first chapter, and there's a little bit like intro beforehand. So I read the beginning and then the first chapter. I put 3 post-its. The first one is just a joke at this point, but I feel like some books have such really specific descriptions of outfits, and they kind of always remind me of those like self-published fanfiction kind of stories, and there is a description. So her friends, they work together, I think in like book publishing, and they are trying this restaurant, so I'm assuming they do like cookbooks and stuff. Either way, they are there because one of them wants to meet the man that is the chef there. And from the hints, I feel like it's going to be the man, like in the future, I guess 7 years later. Listen, I'm the annoying person that will guess the ending of a movie, so like be warned that anything I say, it cannot count as a spoiler. Okay, plus like it's a romance. Of course it's going to be the man, okay? I feel like that's usually what happens first chapter, introduced. So she hits this stranger as she's leaving, and like listen, okay, you don't need any skills here. He did bend towards me, didn't he? Like he knew me. I wasn't imagining things, blah blah blah. Girl, like it's so obvious it's gonna be him. So I don't know why they don't talk anymore though. That is the thing, right? If you meet him 7 years before and you don't know him right now, what happened? I guess I will have to read the rest to find out, which, you know what, the fact that I'm weirdly disinvested already is perfect. So this is it. I'm gonna get to work. However, before I do that, I think I need to clean up the library because again, you saw it was embarrassing. But I can do one of my other tips for whenever I get into a reading slump, or if you do, and it is audiobooks. So if you are into audiobooks, I feel like it's just easy. You can do cleaning, other things, going on a walk, anything else, and listen to something. So I'm currently listening to a cozy fantasy. So again, I don't feel like it requires too much brain power, and it's been perfect for me at the moment. And it is A Parrot's Life for Tea, which is the second book in this series. So it's a sapphic romance, which the first book you're starting with these 2 characters, the strongest mage, you know, in that world, and this queen guard, and they run away together to open up a tea/bookshop. So cute vibes, and this is the second one, so I'm assuming there are going to be pirates. But yeah, so far it's been nice. Dedication, which wasn't in the audiobook, by the way. I'll put it on the screen. It made me giggle. I love a little bit of pettiness, so yes, I obviously needed to read this, so I'll let you know, but I'm gonna do that because this is... Ugh.
Lazy Sunday mornings, hiding under covers. I don't mind staying in with you. Play your favorite movie, laying right beside me. I don't mind when it's just us two. That corner coffee shop we like to go. Late night walks with you to take me home. With you I never feel alone.
These little songs make me glad to call you mine. And you have got my head in the clouds.
1, 2, 3. All that I need is your body next to me on rainy days. Just need your company, don't need too much. Just your simple love and it's everything. The simple joy of hearing your voice every morning. I wake to a kiss on my face. Oh, I don't need too much. Just your simple love and it's everything.
Walking to the market, strolling hand in hand, exchanging letters when you're away. Don't need any effort when we are together. We always have fun throughout the day. I'll do anything to get your attention. When you say you love me, I seem to ascend to the heavens above, where we fall in love. I don't know what I would do without you, because all I need is you.
Now let's deal with whatever's happening on my rug. I got these picture frames and posters from Opposite Wall, which is a Montreal-based company. Whoop whoop. They sell over 2,000 posters on their website. They're always dropping new collections, and they have the picture frames that are the same size, so you don't have to look for more. Some of my favorite pieces are from their Bibliophile and Storybook collection, which is a two-part, one being home library and the second one for little readers and nurseries. I knew this one was going right there, right away, in between my two windows. I haven't fully decided where everything else is gonna go, but this little horse is making me just so happy, and I feel like it works because right next to it, my bookcases contain fantasy books, so I feel like the vibes is working. So it looks like I'm mostly done with the cleaning. We're gonna completely ignore the other side of the room, okay? None of your business what's going on there. I'm in the middle of decluttering. I'll deal with that in the future, but I think things look so much better, so I can finally go read with the cats, which I don't know if you've noticed, Claudia's not yelling. It's because she is locked in a room, okay? Which I regret doing. I felt bad the whole time. So we're gonna go chill with her. And the boys too, obviously. Okay, so I've made some great progress. I'm at page 62. So, you know, it might happen in a weekend. I was worried because I spent a lot of time cleaning. It's not even properly cleaned, but you know, I had a lot to do. The only thing that I wanted to discuss right now, actually, with the plot, it's definitely time travel, but like, it's the apartment, and she has no control of when it happens, which like, cool. There's only one thing so far that has annoyed me, and I need to mention it because it's a thing. So page 62, she is saying how, well, the guy is 26, so it means that current time it would be 33, and she's saying that she's 29, almost 30. I reply grimly, 1 foot already in the grave. I found a gray hair the other day. I debated to bleach my entire head, blah, blah. Listen, it pisses me off. I know it's all ingrained, blah, 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 pressure, society. I get it. But I get really annoyed. Like, 29, you're not almost dead. Can we stop this whole... That's crazy. It's not even middle age. Like, that's insane. And like, he's 26. It's not that crazy of an age gap. And whenever they're going to be present time, which I don't know what's going to happen with that, but I'm assuming it will happen since it's a romance. It has to end good. It better end good. So when it happens, she's going to be 29, 30, and he's going to be 33, 34. Like, come on. Like, nobody's going to say anything about that age gap. Anyway, all of this to say, that's the one part that has annoyed me, because so far I'm definitely invested. I'm curious to see more on how it's going to develop and if they're going to have like chemistry, because again, it's like really early right now. They've just seen each other. Like she gets home, she's stressed at work. I think she's not super happy where she's at, but again, it's early. And he's there and she's like, who the hell are you in my, like, what are you doing in my house? And like, I'll find out more soon. But yeah, so far, I'm very much enjoying it. It's just that one scene, I was like, no, I need to make an update. And it's just me and Charlie. We're chilling. He's such a cutie patootie. He's just so chill. The other ones are not chilled, so it's good they're downstairs doing their own thing. I'm gonna go feed them. I think I'm gonna go like eat, take off my makeup, shower and everything. We're gonna get comfy because I'm gonna keep reading this. Maybe I should do my step 3 on my goal list and watch a movie. I just don't know what to watch, so maybe we're gonna wait tomorrow because I am feeling it, right? That's the point, getting out of my slump. Listening to the audiobook as I was cleaning helped. Otherwise, I don't think I would have cleaned because I wasn't feeling it. But before I go shower, though, I'm realizing I need to change my bed sheets because they're full of cat hair. It's been so bad. They're shedding like crazy because of spring. So let's start with that so I can get into fresh, nice, clean sheets after my shower.
If spring is the season that wakes me alive, then fall is the season to contemplate life. Oh, yeah. I don't know what is it exactly in this time of year that makes the melancholy me reappear. Oh, yeah. Back and forth through dark roast coffee, salt, mist, and sea, sand and amber trees. 'Cause it still feels like summer, but it's soaked in nostalgia slowly. All the leaves are turning brown. 'Cause it still feels like summer, and I simply don't wanna see the cold wind sneak back in our town. 'Cause we lived when it was all bare feet, tan skin glistening beneath the heat, evening swirl into a bird song beat. God, it's now so very big.
I definitely need my shower now. I don't understand why. This is so hard every time. At least I locked the cats out because that is way worse. I only had time to bring the sheets downstairs and this is what I find. Really? Already more cat hair? Come on, guys.
So I guess I'll just put on my favorite sweater and say goodbye to summer. I keep on forgetting, times learn how to fly, and before I know it, it passes me by. Oh, I don't know why when life is beautiful, I start to fear it'll slip through my fingers and just...
Okay, so quick update because I'm clearly a lot more tired than I thought and I need to go to bed like now. The lighting is horrible, but bear with me. I made it to like this far, page 102, chapter 12. I want to say that I like the main male character, which is such a deal breaker for me. I feel like often they're so problematic and like I can't root for the romance if one of them is like horrible. And I feel like it's mostly the male character in the books, at least that I've read. So he seems great, very hopeful, but you know, he's 26 and so young. They keep mentioning the age thing and I think it's weird. We're not that old, okay? In our 20s and our 30s, we're not old. Anyway, so far so good. I still have quite a bit to read. I did not read as much as I thought, but that's what tomorrow morning is for. So I'll see you then. Good morning. I had some big plans for today and my uterus said, no. I am currently on my 3rd ibuprofen of the day, still waiting for it to work. So we're gonna switch things around. Honestly, I had some cute plans I was going to do. Get ready with me, like B-roll style, with like trying to work out a bit, do my editing so I could just start focusing on reading afterwards. But I'm gonna be in bed, okay, with my magic bag, just trying to survive. Don't judge me, my spray bottle died, so I, again, adapted. I feel like yesterday I was really enjoying the book, so I do think that with maybe a 4th ibuprofen, I'll be able to actually, you know, finish that book today. I feel like it's the perfect kind of story to just get out of the reading slump. So one day at a time, one focus at a time. There's one thing I want to do. So basically, this year I decided that I would do things that make my life better, easier, just more enjoyable. And by doing either like something every day as much as possible. So either trying to upgrade things or getting things that make my life easier day to day, which for some reason I just don't do. And today I wanted to do something with disco balls. I have one that I received in PR like years ago that is like flat, and I love using it in my living room. But I got some round ones, which turned out to be kind of big, to be honest. I ordered online, it's my fault. But I think go big or go home. So I'm going to install some in the library, and I'm going to insert a picture because, again, I think I'm going to be in bed for most of the day, and I just want to make my life easier with the editing of this video too. But these kind of things just bring me so much happiness, and like, it's not expensive. It's just a fun little thing. This is just an easy way to do that. I used to have prisms in my window in the living room, and you would see like rainbows on my face when I would be recording videos, and it brought me so much joy. But cats, they would just play with it, and like, they're hard, and they would just hit it in the window, and I was really afraid that it was going to actually break my window. So I had to stop doing that. Oh my god, just notice. How many do I have? This is how you know it's a good lip balm though. Like, you can see I've used a decent amount of this one. Oh, this one is pretty new. This one was me yeah. This one is almost completely empty. It's a good lip balm, okay? So yes, that's the new plan for today. We're keeping it simple. We're not going to make it too fancy. I just want to relax in bed with the cats and finish my book. So hopefully it does what it needs to do. Hopefully the second half can win me over. I feel like a lot of people love that book. And then I had, obviously, whenever you announce a book you're reading, people will tell you that they hated it. But I think the majority of people were liking it. So I'm hoping it's going to be the case too. And yeah, I'm going to go take another ibuprofen. It's just like that for day one for me. I don't know about you, but for me, day one is the worst. I'll take one like every 30 minutes until it actually works. And after that, I'm pretty okay taking one once in a while. But that first, if I don't do it, I'm going to be so sick. Like, I'm literally going to be sick. So I have to. But I know some people just try to tough it out. I can't do it. I'm going to actually be sick. Anyway, we're adapting. Yay, uterus. Okay, my first proper update today because I've been busy editing, but I've done everything I had to do, and it's such a crappy day. It's been really sunny lately, and today it's raining, so at least it's gonna make the snow melt, so I shouldn't complain. But yes, made it to chapter 25, and I think the last update I made was complaining about the age thing because it was really annoying. But I will say, at this point, it's not a spoiler. I'm gonna keep this spoiler free. I can happily spoil things in the comment section, but it took her forever to figure out who he was in the present time. I'm just gonna say that. Like, come on. I was shocked about the information that was said about her aunt that passed away, and that's how she got to the apartment. Again, that's all I'm gonna say. I wasn't expecting this, and yeah, so far I'm still enjoying it. It doesn't look like anything's gonna be annoying, which again, I've said that romance can be a little iffy for me, but I need to like get it together because I still have quite a bit to read, and knowing myself with the cramps, as soon as I take my shower, wash my hair, I will pass out. So now that I've done again everything that was required of me almost today, I'm saying that because chunky. Listen, you need to understand. I know a lot of people think that Claudia is my annoying cat because she's always yelling in the background of my videos because she hates when I'm behind a closed door. And I mean, she kind of is, but only when I'm behind a closed door or when she thinks I am, because she does that sometimes to the closed bathroom door downstairs because she thinks I'm in there and I have to tell her like, nope, she does not like it. But Chunky is my annoying cat because he will be, like he's doing right now, staring at me because it's an hour before his next meal. And I'll take pictures, okay? I would say 80% of the pictures that I have of Chunky are him staring at me, telling me that he's starving, the saddest cat in the entire world. And he looks so sad. They're different days, okay? He's just always doing it, and it breaks my heart. So he gets me. He knows that it's gonna work. I would say the other 20% is just pictures of his belly because he's always showing me his belly. It's so cute. Claudia, though, is probably my favorite to take pictures of. Not because she's the prettiest, I know a lot of people think that, but no, it's because she's the most expressive cat. And it's just various degrees of disdain towards me, and I love it. Like whether I woke her up or she loves that shelf because I'm eating at the island and she knows she's not supposed to be on the counter. Not that you can do much with cats. So she'll go on the shelf because it's just out of reach and I'm going to be too lazy to get up and move her. So that's what she does. And then she just looks down at me, judging me. And I love it. It's so funny. She's so expressive. And that's like literally 95% of the pictures that I have of her. The other 5% is silly pictures that if she knew I had those, she would me for sure. But I love them. She loves boxes. Since we're here at Charlie, the videos I have of him is with the wheel. He loves that wheel. Morning and night, he runs on it. He's in love with it. But pictures of him, it's just him sleeping in weird positions because it took him forever to learn how to curl up like a normal cat. So as a baby, he would just fully stretch out, which was cute when it was small, and then he got longer and longer and it got weirder and weirder. He would sleep like that on me, like his face in my face, his back paw stretched to my knees, just long boy. And eventually he learned how to do the rotisserie chicken look. But my favorite is when he does what I call the turtle, which normally is probably a sign that you should go and bring your cat to the vet, but the vet said he was fine. He just likes to sleep like that. And I have so many pictures because he looks so ridiculous. I love it. And Chip, who's like behind next to me, cleaning himself, is always looking traumatized, like he took something. Like pupil fully dilated. And the pictures I have of him cuddling me, I have to trick him with the heated blanket. So every picture, once again, looks like it was taken the exact same day, but they're not. He's just making the exact same face every time. The ears, airplane mode, just acting and looking insane. Claudia, you're contradicting me. I said that you don't yell unless I'm behind a door. She's usually not chatty, but apparently now she is. Maybe she didn't know where I was. I feel like she's going to be that cat that gets old and just cries in the house. Hopefully not. But yeah, that's 50% of the content on my phone. I mean, what would you expect? I have 4 cats. Of course, my phone is full of cat videos and cat pictures. But yeah, on that note, I'm going to go and feed them before they eat me. And I think I'm actually going to try to give them a churro because I think it's so funny. When they were babies, Chunky was so aggressive. I have clips of him actually growling and swiping at everyone. And I was worried that Chip was going to do the same thing since he was like an outside kitty, right? And he's recognizing his name. And he's not like that at all. He just waits for his turn very patiently. I'm surprised. Don't worry, people know you exist. I showed all your pictures, especially the ones with your little tongue stuck outside. They're my favorites. Uh-oh. Hopefully that works out. Okay. I have to hold Chunky. It's not me being cruel. It's just he chews the whole tube. So I have to like, otherwise he actually pokes holes in there, which is really not ideal. And like Charlie is very gentle and this is just really unfair. Okay. Oh, Claudia decided it is my turn. Chunk, I can only give you a little at a time. Otherwise you're so aggressive. I want you to see. Guys, leave her alone for a second. You're all gonna get the exact same amount. Okay. Oh, Chip is being very gentle, waiting his turn. It's so shocking because he was outside, right? So, dude. And he's surprisingly gentle. He's very aggressive with toys, but not with the churros. Chunk, you are so aggressive with he has more in one bite than the other ones get the whole time they're there trying to get some. Oh, okay, I hear you. I hear you. Oh, do you see Claudia's paw? There. She's so cute, I can't. Chunky. That's my finger. Oh. Okay, I think that's all. Okay, all done. Okay, all done. Now that he stole all the churro, he wants also all the cuddles. I made it. I almost didn't. Now I can go shower. Listen, I didn't think I was going to be able to finish it, but it's done. I will say, there was a little bit of, moodiness, miscommunication-ish, but I think it's understandable considering, the plot. It has to be, there will be some stuff happening, which, again, fair enough. I liked it. I think that this was a good, fluffy's probably not the right word considering the situation, but I enjoyed the little bit of banter. I could feel the chemistry, which I feel like sometimes in some of the romance books I don't feel it like at all. And yeah, I think there was just enough. I wouldn't necessarily call it sci-fi with the whole time thing. It's not really a time loop, time travel-ish. Either way, it was cute. I enjoyed it, and I think I'm gonna give it 4-star. Yeah, it was good. Let me show you. I brought the cat tree into this room because, when I'm chilling here, they want to have access to the window. So now they can. And of course, it's the 2 black cats, so you don't see much. But you have Charlie on top and Chunky on the bottom. But yeah, I'm happy. I feel like, generally speaking, romance books will end on a positive note, right? These are the feel-good books, because in real life, people always ask me, do you have any recommendation for like positive books? And every time I'm like, you're asking the wrong person. But the more I read these kind of books, the more I have recommendations. So yeah, this was cute if you were looking at it. This is good. If you hate romance, I am not the person that will recommend anything to you because it's too difficult, okay? But 4-star. It's exactly what I needed right now. I didn't do everything that I usually recommend doing if you are in a reading slump, but it was just a weekend and I was suffering, okay? Like majorly. But normally I would recommend like watching a movie, like doing anything but yeah, I think that I focused very much on my 4th goal of yesterday morning, which feels like 2 weeks ago at this point, which was to survive, and it was difficult. It was difficult, but we kind of made it, okay? I didn't achieve everything, but in my heart, I did. So I will put more videos on the screen that I recommend you check out, and I'm gonna go wash myself. Bye. Say bye to the people, Charlie. Okay.